Hi guys, I'm back again today with the top 10 British words you're saying wrong. So I'm gonna say it how I say it and we'll see how it's supposedly said. So, anyways, before we start, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button, and let's begin.
Be sure to listen closely. Welcome to
Okay.
Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 British words America is saying wrong. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel.
Okay, before we go into this though, it depends. Sometimes I say it the British way, sometimes I say it the American way because my brain has been effed throughout my childhood. Cause elementary, I was using British Standard, and when I came to the Philippines, I started using American. So sometimes I still switch the two, and I watch a lot of British content. So yeah, we'll see how it works.
And ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at words that have distinctly different pronunciations across the pond. Anyway, we're obviously having a bit of a laugh here, so let's not turn the comment section into World War III now, shall we? Honestly, some of us Brits, including me myself, say these wrong too, so no hard feelings, right?
I mean, I say every word wrong, to
Number
be
10,
honest.
tomato.
Tomato. It depends. Tomato. Can I have the tomato? I'm going to buy tomato today. Yeah, that's how I say it.
This fruit can cause. Number 10, tomato. This fruit
Tomato.
can cause more confusion
Tomato.
than you'd think.
You like tomato?
And you like tomato?
The two ways to say tomato are one of the most prominent differences,
Tomato.
thanks in part to the 1937's Let's Call the Whole Thing Off, a duet originally performed by Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers for the film Shall We Dance? The song features different pronunciations as a main part of the lyrics, including those for tomato. Simple a word as it is, it's one of the most common words to be lost in translation, with Brits abroad often having to adopt the American tomato just to be understood.
My name is really Tom Ado.
Number 9. Bald.
Bold. Yeah. It's bold, right?
Bald, bald,
For
Bold.
whatever reason, it's common in America to pronounce this word as though it was spelt with an O and not with an A, which led to some confusion. You don't want to accidentally insult someone who's sensitive about their hairline just because you didn't hear something correctly, after all. The American pronunciation of bald has more in common with the British pronunciation of bald. I mean, is someone talking about their hair or text formatting?
Oh.
This is to do with the natural way language evolves. Sounds often getting shorter, but it can still prove tricky.
Bald! I am affected by a bald patch. I'm healed!
Number 8, vase.
Vase. Okay, I'm so American, I know. Vase. But sometimes I say vase just for the pizzazz. But on a regular, like a normal, I use vase.
And don't worry about the vase.
What vase?
That vase.
Actual linguistic studies have been conducted on different ways people can pronounce this word, whether it's said vase like Mars or vase like haze generally. The former is the British version and the latter the American. When eBay users were polled on what they think about someone based just on their pronunciation of certain words, vase came up as implying that somebody who says it the British way is stuck up. Considering many of the UK's many regional accents still cling on to that long A, this definitely isn't true. But first impressions often matter.
Then, arrange them nicely in the vase! Oh, get in! Get in! Get in!
Number 7. Leisure.
Leisure.
There. You got the Miller family here reporting for leisure, sir.
Since visits across to other countries are often for this purpose, be that a holiday or a vacation, it's not surprising that this particular word can cause head scratches. It can be an especially weird difference for people who don't speak English as a first language too, looking to get to grips with the national variations. In America, you'll almost always hear people say leisure, like it's got an extra E hidden somewhere, while in the UK it's more like leisure, as if the I isn't there at all. With both versions seeming to ignore the actual spelling, it's no wonder this word can be an annoyance.
Mr. Murphy, what exactly attracts you to the leisure industry?
In a word, pleasure. It's like my pleasure and other people's leisure.
Number 6. Mobile. There aren't just different pronunciations of mobile, usually mobile versus
I say mobile also.
There aren't just different pronunciations of mobile, usually mobile versus mobile, but there are many different ways to actually use the word itself. In the UK, it's common shorthand for mobile phone, which in the US would be a cell phone.
And of course, your mobile goes.
In the
Oh, okay, so this is more of like what word is being used where. I say cell phone or phone. Yeah, but mostly cell phone. Obviously I've been here longer, so it makes sense.
cell phone.
And of course, your mobile goes.
In the US, it's often used for the phrase mobile home, which could be anything from a caravan to a motorhome in Great Britain.
I saw you leaving Pablo Chacón's compound. We both know if I search your mobile home, what I find.
Even more confusing if you're talking about the mobile that hangs over a baby's cot. This can again be pronounced differently in certain parts of the States and sounds more like mobile. Number 5. Scone.
Scone.
Scone? That's how I pronounce it, at least. I don't know which one is correct, but scone?
They only have maple walnut.
One of the most contested words in the English language has to be scone. Or is it scone? You'll generally find scone like tone in use in US English. But if you were to actually come to the UK, things get a lot more complex. The debate around exactly what these baked goods are called has been fiercely raging for years, and differs depending on what region you're in. If you're in the south of England or the Republic of Ireland, you'll also hear scone like tone.
And then some butter that's been rubbed in.
Why do you mix the two flours?
I just think it gives a bit of a lighter scone. I really, really do.
But Northern Ireland, Northern England, Wales and Scotland all usually use the shorter scone. People will still understand what you mean, no matter which you say though.
Pass the scones, please.
Number 4, garage.
Garage.
Pass the scones, please.
Number 4, garage.
I have some tiki torches in the garage.
A word with too many pronunciations for its own good. It's often pronounced with a long A at the end in America, sounding more like garage. But this way also crops up in the south of England.
There's a garage.
If you come further north, however, you'll find yourself hearing garage more often than not, shortening the word.
Just popping back to the garage.
Garage?
There are a few contextual differences too. In the UK, when your car needs repairs, you take it to a garage, while in the US, your car might be in the shop. Number 3, advertisement.
Advertisement. Advertisement. Okay, wait, I have to think about it. Advertisement. How do you say this word? Ads. Advertisement. Advertisement. You know what? I don't know.
Might be in the shop. Number 3, advertisement.
You always look so cool. Like the advertisement of the man in Times Square.
It's not often you'll actually hear somebody say the whole word these days. Normally it's reduced to the much quicker ad in English-speaking countries. But it can be a little jarring to hear advertisement if someone says it differently. problems arise in the middle syllable, with some saying tis and others saying ties, as well as putting the stress in different places. As if that wasn't weird enough, uses of the word also vary, as the ads on television are still called ads in the UK, but become commercials in the States, and adverts is a more common British shortening than ad to begin with.
I should be glad to have your help in the matter.
We thought you. That's interesting because we do call it. Actually, it's crazy because when people watch TV in the Philippines, okay, when people watch TV, it's called commercial. But when it's on your mobile phone, like mobile phone, did I just say mobile? Oh my gosh, my brain. When you watch it, hey, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna use whatever word, may it be mobile, cell, whatever. Okay, whatever my mouth says is what I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna think about it. So, anyways, yeah, when you're using your mobile phone, right? Why do I say mobile phone? That's a crazy thing. Um, when you use your phone, those ads on the side, or even YouTube ads, we call it ads, but crazy. On your television, we say commercials. What is wrong with us? Whoa, I just realized.
Become commercials in the States, and adverts is a more common British shortening than
I think if it's like media, we say commercial, but if it's social media, like internet, we say ads. What?
commercials in the States, and adverts is a more common British shortening than ad to begin with.
I should be glad to have your help in the matter.
We thought you would. That's why we wrote this advertisement.
Advertisement for what?
For the new nanny.
Number 2, vitamin.
My doctor says I need
Vitamin.
What?
For the new nanny.
Number 2, vitamin.
My doctor says I need vitamins.
So why don't you take vitamins?
We know they're important and we need to make sure we have enough of certain ones, but the jury is still out on what the best way to say the word is. In the UK, you'll hear vitamin with a small I, but in the US, it becomes vitamin as though it's a capital I. The short I pronunciation is a lot more common throughout the world than the American variant. The word being said this way across Europe, and you may even run into it in Canada, where the two lexicons are thoroughly mixed.
I would like taste of vitamin C.
Number 1, aluminium.
I do.
Aluminum. Aluminium. Aluminium. Can I please have the aluminium? Aluminum. Aluminum. I don't even know if that's how I say it, the aluminum.
Taste of vitamin C.
Number 1, aluminium.
I do aluminum siding and roofing.
This is one of the rare cases where a change in pronunciation has also caused a change in the spelling. They really do skip out on the second I in North America. But actually, this is one instance where the Americans might be right. Humphrey Davy, the British chemist who first created the element, wanted it to be called aluminum, in line with other alloys like platinum, but he had a lot of critics who wanted aluminium, more like magnesium.
Say it again. Say it again. Aluminium. Okay, you say it.
It's aluminum.
Aluminum.
Okay.
What's aluminum?
While Davy used his spelling, other scientists used their own. In 1828, Noah Webster used aluminum in Webster's dictionary, though official chemistry bodies prefer the other version. Today, both are recognized as acceptable. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch Mojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
This was fun. I mean, at least I had fun seeing how it's pronounced here and there. Um, yeah, like I mentioned in other videos, when I first got to the Philippines and I would write essays, I would always get things wrong, and I was like so confused. Like my teacher never told me. Like she could have said something in day one, right? My literature teacher. Never told me. Even my spelling. I don't know if she was my spelling teacher. I think she was my spelling bee teacher as well. Like every after lunch we have spelling bee. And I would get like what 3/10. I would get like not five. Yeah, probably 5/20. Like I would get so low marks. And obviously when I was in Ghana, right, we had spelling bee also. Like every Fridays, I believe we have spelling bees, and you stand in front of the whole. Like for example, I was in there. We call it class, right? I was in like class 6, let's say. Um, we'll stand in front of the whole block of class 6. So we have ABC, blah blah blah. So we have, and then you will spell. They will give you words, and they will spell, and then if you can spell the word, if I'm not mistaken, if you can spell the word, you go back to your seat. If you can't spell it, you stay and then wait for another word. Yeah, so we had spelling bee. So we had like lists. During Mondays we will have the list of words, and then on Friday we'll have spelling bees. So I was all right, to be honest. Like I was good at memorizing. Memorizing was my favorite thing in the entire world. Like give me something and I would memorize it for you. Yeah, that was like easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right, so I was good. I was fairly good. Like maybe once in the whole entire time I was in Ghana, I probably got wrong in a word, right? And then when I came here, I was like, am I that bad? Or what is wrong? Like I was so baffled. I was like, what the fudge is happening right now? Why am I so bad at one of like the subjects that I was good at? Right? So I was like thinking, what the fudge is happening? And this lady, and I didn't know either. I didn't know that there was such a thing in the world. I didn't know that other people use English, like American English and British Standard English. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought the whole world used like the British Standard English. Nobody told me that, or maybe I just didn't know. So, for the longest time, I think she told me probably towards the end of the year, like the end of like my grade 9. When I came here was grade, it's not class anymore, right? So when I came here I was in grade 9. And then she was like, if you want to use British English, it's gonna be wrong. And then she just walked away. She didn't even say like, the reason why you keep getting it wrong is because you're using da da da. And I was like, it's correct in some language. I mean, it's correct somewhere in the world. So, first and foremost, you should have just told me, like, hey, use American English, right? Instead of like marking it wrong, because it's not necessarily wrong. But, anyways, I've been here for a long time now, like probably like 13 years already. So, that's why my English is now bending 90 degrees towards American English. So, sorry to my Brits, but yeah. But sometimes I still get the spelling wrong, like realize, really, like the ones with the Z and the S. I don't know which one is what sometimes. But anyways, beautiful peeps, thank you. Let me know your English stuff down in the comments. Do you use the British? Do you use the American? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.